Hello, welcome to HITC Sport. Alright, I think it's safe to say that my predictions are mostly a big lump of cow diarrhea. But of course they are. That's why this summer I'm gonna have to fly to Ireland and lick a horse. It's why I have a tattoo appointment for early August. Just brilliant news, great! Last summer I did a video where I tried to predict every week's shock result in the Premier League right up until this Sunday. I can't remember what I said, but please, let this be my redemption. Let me somehow have got some right. If I get a third roughly in the same ballpark, I'll be happy. But lads, please don't let me have got every single week wrong in the Premier League. The footballing gods, give me something. Let me be right about one team at least. Lads, think about it. After August, Patrick Bamford is going to keep me company until I wind up in a coffin. God, that is such a depressing thought, I might actually cry. Right, let's go. September 14th, Brighton 3, Chelsea 1. I'm predicting Graham Potter's team to kick off the season in style. And you know what? Lewis Dunk, after signing a new 5-year contract, he is nailed on to score against Chelsea. You can almost feel it in your kidneys. Or that might just be the block of butter I ate last night. Well, I was right about the scoreline. It was just 3-1 to Chelsea. I'm still not sure why I was so convinced Lewis Dunk would score. The man scores about 3 goals a season. And here, playing against the strike force of Timo Werner and Ruben Loftus-Cheek, I'm sorry, but that's about as threatening as a cross-dressing penguin. And still, Dunk was made to look like an inspired bowl of shredded wheat. So this isn't a good start. It's literally the exact opposite score that I predicted. In that case, I predict that I'll wind up a homeless old man and married to my great aunt Hilda, who has glandular problems. Oh, please don't let that happen. September 19th, Arsenal 0, West Ham 2. Are you really telling me that Arsenal are incapable of losing at home to West Ham? And considering the Hammers have a fixture list from hell, might as well pinpoint this as a crucial game for points. So yeah, 2-0 West Ham. With Jared Bowen and Mikel Antonio both on the score sheet, you will see. Okay, well I was right that Mikel Antonio would get on the score sheet, but Arsenal won the match 2-1. Eddie Nketiah scored a late winner, so thanks David Moyes. September 26th, Burnley 0, Southampton 4. Listen, we know the Saints are good on the road. They won 9 away games last season. Yes, Turf Moor is another fortress, but just watch. The counter-attacking pace of Redmond, Ings and Ginipo. Phil Barsley will probably spend the next week getting sick in the toilet. October 3rd, Leeds 2, Man City 1. But still, by October, there might be fans back in the stadium, and I'm sorry, but Ellen Road, with the fans up for such a mammoth game, it'll be like when City crumbled away at newly promoted Cardiff back in 2013. Might be fans back in the stadium in October. The naive thoughts of last August. Bet you thought you'd be able to hug your mother at Christmas, Irish guy. To be fair, she hasn't hugged me since 2002. And even then, I think she was just drunkenly stumbling to keep her balance. And with Pep Guardiola no doubt having that inferiority complex against the idol and master Marcelo Bielsa. Honestly lads, this is gonna be one of the biggest results of the season. Just watch. Lads, Leeds United might have cost me a tattoo this season, which is coming in August, yay. But here lads, the result was a 1-1 draw with Man City. If you just scored a last minute winner, I would look like an utter genius. But no, Rodrigo hits the bar instead. So close to looking like a footballing Nostradamus. October 17th, Everton 1, Liverpool 0. Yes, I realise Everton haven't won a derby in 10 years. But I'm sorry, with Carlo Ancelotti at the helm, with billions in the bank, that horrible record has to change and quick. Just watch. Ancelotti will win them this one. Well, I was right. Everton did break their hoodoo derby against the Reds this season. Carlo Ancelotti did beat them. I just picked the wrong game. The real result was 2-2, although to be honest, that Jordan Henderson disallowed winner was most definitely onside. I think they ruled it out because Sadio Mane's pubic hair was offside. Absolutely ridiculous. So again, another one wrong. October 24th, Man United 0, Chelsea 3. Havertz will be pulling strings in midfield. Werner will dominate the defence, making Harry Maguire wish he was still showering inside the 4 walls of a Greek prison camp. Sorry, I'll stop you there. When does Timo Werner ever dominate a defence? That poor fella wouldn't be able to dominate a ham sandwich. Well, David De Gea will probably spend the night crying into a pillow after yet another Taibbi-esque howler. I'd imagine David De Gea slept like a baby that night, considering he picked up another clean sheet. In a dour 0-0 were the likes of Kai Havertz, the Dangerman apparently. He looked like he played the game half asleep. 3-0 to Chelsea, good Christ. November 7th, West Brom 1, Tottenham 0. You've only won 3 of your last 12 games against West Brom. Clearly they're your goddamn bogey team. You can almost smell this result coming. Okay, yes, it's another wrong result. Lads, the game was 0-0 until the last 2 minutes of the game, before Harry Kane scraped a last minute winner. And Hugo Lloris needed to make a save from Darnell Furlong in the second half. So yeah, I got it wrong, but lads, I wasn't that far off. November 21st, Wolves 0, Southampton 1. Again, Southampton are good on the road. So get this result penciled in, lads. 1-0 to the Saints at Molyneux, with Danny Ings probably getting the goal. You will see. Lads, Southampton are winning this game 1-0 until the 75th minute. Why did Pedro Neto have to equalise? Why? Could you have just stayed in bed that afternoon and eating Pringles out of your cat's arse crack? Why? Why did you have to play and score? I could have had the perfect result. Oh, Pedro, why don't you go stick your foot in a toaster? Oh, by the way, I was trying to hit 500,000 subscribers as soon as possible. Smash that big red button, you absolute legends. All right, let's get back into the video. November 28th, Everton 0, Leeds 1. As this is so Everton. This is going to be a smash and grab, last minute, 1-0 win for Leeds at Goodison Park. Yes! Get in! I've actually got a complete prediction right. And the ironic twist is, it's Leeds. I'm sorry, I'm convinced. This is the footballing gods taking a giant-sized dump on my face. Oh, thanks! Tastes like spaghetti. But yes, Rafinha late winner. Smash and grab 1-0, but it's Leeds. It's Leeds. The irony that I predicted a correct Leeds result when I'm gonna have to get a tattoo because I didn't back Leeds United. So I'm sorry, I can't take satisfaction from this correct result because right now, I feel about Leeds the same way dogs do. It's a nice little dog walking joke. See myself out. But honestly, lads, every time I think about Leeds and that tattoo I'm gonna have to get in August, I feel a bit of sick in my stomach. Then again, that might just be because I accidentally ate a chunk of sellotape. December 5th, Liverpool 1, Wolves 2. But I'm sorry, the star-studded Wolves squad has enough ability to beat anyone on their day. And I mean anyone. So they nearly beat Liverpool last season twice. 4-0 Liverpool. 4-0. December 12th, Crystal Palace 3, Tottenham 2. Listen, they are capable of these laughable results. And don't forget, they did lose at Sellers Park in the FA Cup last year as well. Well, it was points dropped, and the first sign of Tottenham melting like a cream egg in the sun. Jeffrey Schlupp's late equaliser scraping a 1-1 draw, but I said 3-2 Palace, so obviously got it wrong again. December 15th, Arsenal 0, Southampton 1. But again, lads, Southampton are one of the Premier League's most dangerous teams on the road. They pose such a counter-attacking threat. So yeah, December 15th, Christmas period, they're gonna absolutely sucker punch the Gunners, leaving the Arsenal fan base on the verge of renal heart failure. Nearly. So very nearly. Listen, the Christmas period was a rotten time for Arsenal fans, with most Gunners fans probably begging Santa Claus to have Mikel Arteta killed at dawn. And Theo Walcott did put Southampton 1-0 up at half time. I was nearly there, but then Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang had to equalise for a 1-1 draw to ruin everything. December 19th, Man United 0, Leeds 1. The reason for this is because Marcelo Bielsa versus Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. There's only one winner. Bielsa is one of the most tactically innovative managers of all time. And alright, these guys should have a job swap. Solskjaer has a CV littered with relegation in Norwegian football. He cannot hold a candle to Bielsa's international and European experience. Forget the complete disparity in squad quality for a minute. It's a derby, and so I'm sorry, mark your calendars. This is the day we see an absolute tactical masterclass from Bielsa to absolutely school the guy who once sacked at Cardiff. Man United 6, Leeds 2. See, this is what happens when I back Marcelo Bielsa. As soon as I talk him up as a tactical innovator, one of the brightest minds in the game, then he suddenly throws his Leeds players into a derby as if he's chucking a bunch of helpless hamsters in front of a lawnmower. I actually predicted there'd only be one goal in this match, a tight affair. Not only were there 8 goals, there were a combined 43 shots at goal. A clean sheet for Ellen Meslier. No, after this game, he probably looked like he'd just seen his grandparents share a bubble bath. White in the face and paralysed with fear. December 26th, Newcastle 2, Liverpool 2. It's sad that Newcastle getting a point at home to Liverpool is now seen as a shock result. But yeah, that is the reality we live in. I'm guessing that on St. Stephen's Day, or Boxing Day, I'm guessing that a full St. James's Park roared on by a Christmas crowd will grind out a point. Oh, this one is a mixed bag. First of all, a full St. James's Park. What sort of planet was I living on last August? Holidays have been illegal for the last 9 months. I mean, so is touching yourself on the bus, but I still do that. Carl Darlow morphed into Levi Ashton to preserve an 0-0 draw, but no, not 2-2. January 2nd, Brighton 2, Wolves 1. Graham Potter's teams Adam Lallana and Aaron Moy midfield will utterly dance around the zombified Wolves team. And yeah, there'll be a shock 2-1 win. Aaron Moy midfield. No, Aaron Moy has spent the last year living in Shanghai. You can't get much more wrong than that. And a 2-1 home win? No, it was a pretty mental 3-3 draw, where all tactics seem to go out the window. January 12th, Aston Villa 2, Tottenham 1. I'm not sure why I'm so confident that a former Walsall coach will outwit a 2-time European champion, but surely Villa can't lose a 7th consecutive home game against Tottenham. Because I'm sorry, for a club the size of Villa, this cannot happen. Well, this game was rescheduled for late March, and without Jack Grealish, Villa showed the threat of a squash banana, and it was an easy 2-0 Tottenham win. But, lads, I predicted Villa to beat Tottenham 2-1 this season, right? Something they haven't done since 2008, and yet, this season, I just picked the wrong stadium for the result. January 16th, Fulham 1, Chelsea 0. Yeah, 1-0 Alexander Mitrovic, who has a history of scoring in derbies. It was 1-0 alright, and 1-0 to Chelsea. Mason Mount with the winner. Me backing Fulham to be the team on course to reach the Champions League final. What was I drinking? Cups of shampoo? January 26th, West Brom 2, Man City 1. Again, one of the results of the season. But you can almost see it coming, can't you? A tired Man City depleted with injuries after the winter period, trounced into the Hawthorns on a wet and windy Tuesday night. None of the City players will want to be there. They'll all be moping about in gloves and snoods, with Pep stood on the sidelines, drenched in a raincoat, silently wishing he was still at home in bed. There's only going to be one team up for this game, and it's not Man City. It's going to be one of those rare occasions where they don't turn up, while West Brom under Slaven Bilic will somehow grind themselves out a famous win. Trust me. Trust you? Trust you? I wouldn't trust you to butter a slice of bread. You'd probably end up cutting off your knob and serving it to your dog. Good grace, the score wasn't 2-1 West Brom win. No. 5-0 Man City. They were 4-0 up at half time, and if they didn't take their foot off the gas, could probably have scored 10. What a hopeless prediction. January 30th, West Ham 3, Liverpool 4. The Hammers gave them a right good go at Anfield last season, so yeah, why not another end-to-end blood and thunder clash? But yeah, Liverpool will still win. They did still win, yes. Not 4-3 though, 3-1. Craig Dawson scored a consolation from a corner, and that was about it. February 3rd, Tottenham 4, Chelsea 1. He is gonna fire his Tottenham team up for this one. Make no mistake about it, Jose is out for revenge. In reality, Tottenham players turned up for this game as if they just spent 2 weeks in a coma. A boring nothing game, their Jorginho penalty scoring the only goal in a stale Chelsea 1-0 win. February 6th, Tottenham 1, West Brom 1. Like I said, the Baggies are Tottenham's bogey team. And so yeah, just days after whipping Chelsea off the park, they'll be frustrated with yet another 1-1 draw with West Brom. No, comfortable 2-0 Tottenham win. Why do I keep backing West Brom to do things? February 13th, Leicester 0, Liverpool 0. But I think Brendan Rodgers will learn from that utter debacle, which pretty much chucked their self-confidence in a bin. He'll set up a bit more defensively, be a bit more pragmatic, because the last thing he wants is to get pulled apart by the club who sacked him, being absolutely rinsed by the guy who rents his house. It's a bruise to the ego he will not want to go through again. I should have gone further. I thought a 0-0 home draw would be a good result for Leicester City here, and for an hour it was petering out to be a goalless draw, but 3 late Leicester goals with Ozan Kabak stumbling about like a pig in heath. 3-1 Leicester home win. Whoops. February 20th, Arsenal 2, Man City 1. I think that game is going to give these players a belief that yes, they can beat City in the league as well. No, Raheem Sterling scored after 2 minutes and that was about it. February 27th, Crystal Palace 4, Fulham 4. Why not? Both Palace and Fulham scoring 4 at Sellers Park. In a managerial clash where Scott Parker takes on a man twice his bastard age. Yeah, here I predicted a ridiculous goal fest. And of course, what happens instead? A dour 0-0 draw. Of course it was a goddamn goalless draw. Of course it was. I predict 8 goals to be scored in the match. And suddenly, nobody with a working pulse can navigate the net. This game was about as anticlimactic as the Line of Duty finale. I wasted 7 hours of my life watching a policeman try to get it up. March 6th, Burnley 2, Arsenal 1. Yeah, almost predictable here, lads. They'll be roughed up, unable to compete with Sean Dyche's Burnley Bruisers. Without a shadow of a doubt, Burnley are winning this game. Without a shadow of a doubt. No, if anyone's going to win this game, it would have been Arsenal. It was a 1-1 draw, definitely not a Burnley win. March 13th, Arsenal 2, Tottenham 3. Lads, don't underestimate just how good Jose Mourinho's record against Arsenal is. So yeah, let's say Tottenham will sneak a 3-2 win at the Emirates. No, this is the game where Eric Lamela scored a Rabona fluke, but then his teammates collapsed, lost 2-1 to a pretty hopeless and stale Arsenal team. Sorry lads, I think I might have cursed you. March 20th, Liverpool 3, Chelsea 3. But now, last season alone, these two shared 17 goals with each other. This will be another one, both teams going for the throat, playing out an entertaining 3-3 draw. Another entertaining goal fest, I said. What we got was a 1-0 Chelsea win in a game where Liverpool had 1 shot on target. Next, April 3rd, Newcastle 2, Tottenham 1. Again lads, Tottenham are inconsistent. It's very apt that just 2 weeks after a famous win in the North London derby, they'll probably choke at St James's Park. I wasn't too far off. Spurs did choke here. Joe Willock scored a late equaliser in a 2-2 draw, and I said 2-1 home win. It wasn't the worst prediction, but obviously I got it wrong. April 10th, West Brom 0, Southampton 5. Again, the Saints are good on the road, and so yeah, in this game they're going to absolutely pulverise West Brom, hitting them on the break time and time again. Chuck in a desperate second half red card for the Baggies. This one is going to be ugly. Nope. 3-0 West Brom win. That is a turnaround of 8 goals from my prediction. 8! April 17th, Leicester 0, West Brom 0. After being utterly ruined at home against Southampton, Slaven Bilic knows he needs to shut up shop and just stop the flow of goals. So yeah, frustrating afternoon for Brendan Rodgers, as Leicester failed to break down the most stubborn of defences. Oh, even just thinking that Slaven Bilic would make it until April in the Premier League, how naive could I be? Anyway, 0-0 draw. No, pretty comfortable and easy 3-0 Leicester win. April 24th, Sheffield United 0, Brighton 1. Yeah, why not? Sheffield United are usually good at Bramall Lane, so let's say this will be one of those sloppy end of season games where they'll take their eye off the ball and get punished. My first Sheffield United prediction. This is a team who've lost nearly every weekend this season, and I'm predicting them to lose by 1 goal. Something they've done about 20 times. And of course, because I said it, David McGoldrick gives him a 1-0 win. Good Christ. May 1st, Everton 2, Aston Villa 2. But you know what, lads? I'm going for a smash and grab, last minute 2-2 draw for Villa. It was a smash and grab, but a smash and grab 2-1 Villa win, with Anwar El Ghazi spanking in a late stunning winner. So again, another one wrong. May 8th, Man City 4, Chelsea 3. Yeah, this is arguably going to be the game of the season. This is finally going to be the game where Lampard chucks his balls on the table. Yeah, Lampard probably did have his balls on the table, but except it was just his coffee table in his West London flat was continuing to soak his mattress with tears. Pencil this one in, lads. It's going to be epic. Was it epic? I mean, it was alright. Sergio Aguero missed a Panenka penalty. Marcus Alonso scored a late last-minute winner in a 2-1 Chelsea win, but it was just a bit of an anticlimactic warm-up for the Champions League final. May 12th, Tottenham 1, Wolves 3. Listen, this isn't even a shock. Wolves are a damn good team. No, 2-0 Tottenham win. Next. May 15th, Newcastle 0, Sheffield United 1. Is this a shock? More like just another depressing afternoon for the Geordies, ending a hopeless, pitiful season with a dank 1-0 home defeat to Sheffield United. This is where modern Newcastle United are right now. Christ, I can almost hear the blues and disappointment 9 months in advance. Now, obviously it was a 1-0 Newcastle win, sure, but this is the only game where Geordies were allowed into the stadium, and guess what they did?
Steve Bruce has got the booze.
I might have got the score wrong. Yeah, I did. I predicted Sheffield. I got it wrong. But I successfully predicted the only match this season where Steve Bruce was openly booed in the face. I'm sorry, I don't care. I'm taking this as a 100% win. Accurately predicting the exact match where he'd get booed. Get in, lads! May 23rd, Man City 6, Everton 0. Yep, the battle of the former Bayern Munich managers. 2 European heavyweights, and Pep Guardiola will absolutely humiliate Ancelotti, finishing off the season in style with 6 unanswered goals in what will be Jordan Pickford's last game for the club. Just wait, he'll be at fault for about 3 or 4 goals, capping off an individually poor season as he chucks his Euro 2021 hopes into the nearest dustbin he can find. Okay, obviously this game takes place on Sunday. It might end 6-0 to City, but I think there's more chance of Craig from Anfield Agenda impregnating the bastard Tooth Fairy. I think we can all agree it's not going to be a 6-0 Man City win this weekend. If it is, I'll drink a pint of 6-week-old milk. So there we have it. Of the 38 game weeks, I have successfully predicted one result, and that was Leeds. Leeds, the team who forced me to book a tattoo appointment in August. Is this some sort of sick joke? This is like going on Tinder and matching with your ex-wife. Is this supposed to be some kind of ironic punchline? I don't find it funny. This is a clear example of the footballing gods laughing in my face. Oh, lads. Great. I predicted Leeds to win. It's my only bastard. Oh, lads. Lads, if you enjoyed the video and you want to see me do a similar style predicting shock results for next season, let me know in the comments if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe. As always, I'll talk to you in a while.